EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Welcome you to USAA Stadium, the home of the Madden Championship Series. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go here on EA Sports. On the return, Malik Washington. Now some razzle-dazzle here to start the game. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
This is Devon Achane. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And he will go all the way.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to USAA Stadium, the home of the Madden Championship Series.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mayfield now. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
Puka Nacua from 17 yards out. And the Colts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Jake Elliott.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Dolphins 0. Jake Elliott set to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first down 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Barkley. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Elway. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area and it winds up incomplete.
Elway will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Elway. Open man is Waddle complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it with Elway. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That's going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had him for a second, but the razzle-dazzle will not work out. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
For the first time with his speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. That is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2nd and 10.
To throw, Mayfield. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. This will be caught inside the 10.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Makes sense. First catch here in the first half for the 6-time Pro Bowler Terrell Owens, the only player in NFL history to be a first-team All-Pro for 3 different teams. That's absolutely nuts.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Baker Mayfield keeping it himself from 8 yards out.
And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
From the gun, it's Elway.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the
Barkley inside handoff. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
4 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
48-yard line.
Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw it with Elway.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the shotgun, Elway.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Elway to throw.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll try the right side here, Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's Elway.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And the Dolphins, first down.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
They're going on 4th. It's Elway. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Caught by Gates, left side. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. They'll get this one complete to T.O.
Down the right sideline. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Terrell Owens.
70 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0.
Dolphins nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here comes a reverse.
Twisting away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That's good.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw is Elway.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A gain of 4.
Now it's Elway.
At the 37-yard line.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Antonio Gates, 62 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Being chased out left. And that is caught. It's T.O. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This one caught by Terrell Owens. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Terrell Owens racking up catches in this contest, not uncommon from his playing days, where he elicited targets in bunches.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people remember, maybe not the younger crowd, but back in 2000, he had 20 in a single game against the Bears, and that's the NFL record. And that is incomplete.
That's see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Baker changing the play at the line.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Eluding the pressure right. But I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's Elway.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
7-yard gain.
7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Elway. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Elway will throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's Elway to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Final play of the half. It's Elway.
That is caught.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Elway. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it with Elway. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Elway. Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Gates. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the 1st.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing to start the drive. Elway will get this out to Barkley, complete.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, Elway. And this This is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's another Dolphins.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Colts 21, Dolphins 14.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Officially, they'll call that a 9-yard pickup there, so it leaves them in a good spot. 2nd and inches forthcoming.
Mayfield to throw it. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Mayfield down.
He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Dante Thornton,
53 yards.
and the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action.
And it'll be brought down by the Colts. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Elway.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. First and 10 at the
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Barkley. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2.
Play action. It's Elway. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Elway. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
A loss of 14 on the play. And it's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Elway on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Mayfield. He'll get this one complete to T.O. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
22 yards. And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his man, Gates. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And again, it's Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Antonio Gates from 4 yards out. And the Colts have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Set to kick off.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
Elway to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. From the gun, it's Elway.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Elway to throw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Elway will throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Mayfield forced out to his left. And that is caught. It's T.O. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he takes this one in for the Colts touchdown. Baker Mayfield, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
They'll try to run a reverse here. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gates with the grab. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.